Hi there, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to use Amazon Linux 2 on your desktop or your personal PC. In short, how to run on premises without being using the AWS console, going there and running a EC2 instance and all. Instead of that, we will be using Amazon Linux 2, and I will show you how we can utilize that and what are the prerequisites for that. So okay, let's directly move to this one. So we can run this Amazon Linux too. So what we are going to do, we are going to first prepare a seed.iso boot image that will contain the initial booting values that are required. That is a seed.iso, how to create it and how we can download it. And then we will download an image, Linux 2 VM image, and we can boot and connect to the new VM. So these are the three things that we have to do it. Now, first of all, I have just created a folder in which I have two files over here, user data and metadata, in order to create this seed.iso file. If I open this, you can just copy paste from the Amazon website. So no need to worry, or I will just put it in the description. What are the content of this file? So I'll just share with you. You can also put it over here, like server installation, or like what are the things that you wanted initially in your EC2 instance. So here you can see we have over here users. This is the default user, and this is the user and the password. So don't put any spaces and all. And this thing is all the things are mentioned over here. They have given you the steps like what is the user file and what is metadata file. If you see the metadata file, in this one we are just mentioning our localhost name, that the VM, and if any Ethernet is there, you can also provide the IP address and all. So these things you can provide it. So in order to the VM use the same subnet. So these things we need to configure in the VMware. I'm using VMware. You can use other virtual machine providers, vSphere, then some Oracle boxes there, virtual boxes there. You can use any one. So for each one of them, there are different, the ways are there that I already mentioned in this file over here in the end. So, but before that, moving on, we need to create this seed.iso file. So basically this seed.iso file, we need to feed it while booting the VM. Now, how to create this? For this one, you guys can utilize this. If you're using a Windows machine, it is like you need to have a Windows, this terminal. So you need to have this Ubuntu. So for that, you can go to the store and you need to have this installed. So basically, it is the Windows subsystem, Linux. But the problem is you cannot run the VMware and this one together. So at a time, you can only run any one of them. So you need to install this one. Once you install this one, you will be getting over here Ubuntu. And mine will currently not work because I have removed I'll just close this one. Okay, anyways. Some issues with my machine. Okay, just wanted to show you how we can utilize that. So you can just type it over here, Ubuntu. So you'll be getting this. You can run this one and you can mount to particular directory where you're going to create your seed file. So basically, I'll just, after running this and make it sure from the control panel, you need to enable the Hyper-V, turn on Windows feature. Let me go to this one this way. control panel. So here, turn Windows feature on and off. So make it sure your Windows hypervisor platform and virtual machine platform is on, and then click OK. So currently I have removed because I want to use the VM. So while creating the seed file, I just enable it and have my WSL, that is the Windows Subsystem for Linux. I have already done that. So using that, I have created this seed.iso. You can just install that using the window terminal. It will just install it and just mount it. The steps are given over here. Like you need to utilize this command, gen iso image. If this package is not there, you need to sudo update get this package, and it will automatically uh, create a image file, that .iso file. So you can see it is utilizing output seed.iso, and it is picking up like two files. One is user data and metadata. So make it sure you're keeping it both the files in the same folder like this, and you move to this directory using the mount command. So once you reach there, then run that gen ISO image, and then it will create this ISO image. So basically, it contains the username, password, and the network settings that are required to run the VM. So this is all about like creating an ISO file. Now, the next thing that we have to get it is our VM. So this VM, you can download it from the Amazon website only itself. So if I go to this one, you can see they have provided you download Linux 2 VMs, and you can choose it accordingly, whichever you can, if you're using VirtualBox or whatever, KVM, VMware. So I'm using the VMware. So for that, I can download this. And then if you want the c.iso file, you can utilize it. But the problem is default user and all is disabled, and also it's useless using this. So better you create your own c.iso file, and then you can log into the VM easily and using your user and network settings. So I have already downloaded this one. Over here, you can see this is my seed file, this is my VM, and once the ISO is being created, you can forget about this user data and metadata. Just we have to use the seed.iso. Now, make it sure when you're running a VM, so this is my VM that is running over here. So we have to like go to the VM settings. So before running, like we have to go to like this. Uh, we have to click on open virtual machine, and you need to choose that virtual machine like this and click open. But don't run it. Don't power on. So before powering it on, you need to just go to this one. Then you have to go to VM settings over here, because we need to feed our ISO file. So if this CD DVD is not there, you just click on add, and you can add this CD or DVD or drive over here. Once you added this one, it will ask you, okay, what do you want to mount this ISO image? So I'm mounting this, my c.iso. So once it is added in my startup, so we need not to enter it again and again. So you can see over here, I will just, this is how like, once I started this one, so I'll just click on this. So this is the EC2 user that I have created in my metadata. If you notice my metadata, it was there. This was the local host name, VM underscore Jaspal, and this is the username. So this is how you can log in once you power on. So even let me do one thing. I will just close this one, power off, and let's again power on. So it will automatically pick up those setting files. It need not to configure it again and again. Okay, that's it. So ec2-user, and you have to use the same password that you have provided in the user data. Okay, that's it. So this is how you can utilize Amazon Linux too. If you have any doubts, like while creating your ISO file and all, I know it is like confusing, but you need to, if you're using a Windows OS, you need to have a subsystem. So for that subsystem, utilize from the Microsoft Store, you can use the terminal. So once it tells you terminal, you will start getting some errors like WSL is not updated, you need to install it, like that. So better, we have to first go to the control panel, enable that Hyper-V and a virtual platform. Then you install like WSL space hyphen hyphen install. If it is already there, you can just go ahead with WSL hyphen hyphen update. So once it is done, you can have your any one of your like subsystem installed. So you can choose from that easily. So I've used the Ubuntu. You can have any one of them, whichever you want. You can have Kali Linux, or whichever you want. So I was using this one. So now I cannot use it because I need to disable the Hyper-V and the virtual machine platform in order to run the VMware. Otherwise, you won't be able to run this VMware. So first you create the ISO file, seed.iso file, make sure you remember the password and all, and then you come back over here, use the downloaded VM, just import it and add the seed file in the initial run. So before powering on your VM, make sure you attach the ISO seed file, and that's it. So you can start using your Linux, Amazon Linux too. I hope you liked the video. In case of any difficulties and all, you can comment in the video. In the description, I will definitely provide you the files and all. You can just take those files. And in case of any difficulties, you can just put a comments on my video. So I will provide you the solution, how to resolve that particular thing, how to troubleshoot those things. So I hope uh, you like the video. Please do like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.